Before we get the motor back in the car,
here we go.
Ready?
Yep, let's go. Oh, I see it. Yeah, come on through, buddy.
but we do have to prep it before we put it on the car. So,
Ready?
yep.
All right, here we go. What's going on, everybody? Mike here, AHC Garage. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, going to be a big night for us. We got our K20Z1 power plant getting ready to put back on our DC5 project. So let's get started.
So we're going to go ahead and prep the engine bay here by putting our couple mounts in. We're going to do our side mounts first. We'll hang the motor on that, and then we'll go ahead and get the subframe in, put the front mount and the back mount on. So we're going to be using these nice Mugen OEM replacement kit. Comes with these 3 mounts, both sides in the front, and we'll go ahead and mount those. And then, because it does not come with a rear mount, we went ahead and got a brand new OEM rear mount, and that will complete our mount kit. And then we'll get that set up. Before we do that, I think we have a couple of things to do on the motor before we put it in the car, so let's go ahead and put those on. Before we get the motor back in the car, we're going to go ahead and change the compressor out on here. As you've seen on the video where we refreshed the motor, we bolted back up this old aftermarket compressor, and we were trying to find an OEM one, but to our luck we couldn't do it. So couldn't find one, couldn't locate one, or at least we couldn't locate a good enough one, right? So we opted to just get a brand new aftermarket again, just get rid of the old one, put a new aftermarket one on, just so we know we have a brand new compressor. Everything's going to work. Everything else is brand new, so why not? We've already changed the alternator with an OEM one not too long ago before we took the motor out. So this is pretty much brand new. I don't even think he put many miles on it when it was in the car. So we're not going to change that, being how we already did that. So let's go ahead. We'll get the old one off, put the new one on, and then I believe we're ready to put the motor back in.
How do you like working on the ground?
Oh, it's fun. Yeah.
Well, I think we're ready to go, TJ.
Yep.
Side mounts are in. We got all the hoses out of the way. Got the motors all prepped up here. Let's go ahead and bring her out.
Come on. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay.
There you go. She's in.
That's it.
She's in. Just like that. She's in. Looks pretty easy.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3 it is. And now we got the motor in place. First thing we're gonna be working on is the shift cables, which is right over here. We'll get that bolted down. Then we go ahead and mess around with the cutter pin, which is right over here. You shooting it upside down?
No, I put it on the same way.
You shooting upside down? Sure?
No. Type S Terry's working on the Type S. I'm right.
Oh yeah. Good. And next up is the clutch slave cylinder. We got the original one right here. And we do have a brand new replacement one, which is right over here.
We got the old slave cylinder off. We got our brand new OEM one right here. And before we put it on, we're going to put a little bit of high temp grease right on the little ball here, so it doesn't get stuck in the inside of the transmission there.
While we got everything apart, we're gonna take this opportunity and bleed our clutch system. Here you go. It's probably the easiest bleeding on an RS6. You can do it like this. Here's the clutch pedal. Do it by hand to get some pressure. Go ahead.
All right. All right, pump it.
Oh, I can't use my hand anymore. All right, let me switch.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, hold it. All right, pump it. How's it feel?
Great.
Good?
One of the fluids out of the way. There we go. Tighten that up. Sit.
All right.
All right, let's go and bring her up. We'll start working on the bottom. We'll start off with the inspection plate here. All right, so next up we have our drive shaft here. There you go. Man, look at the size of those spacer. Jeez. Rear engine mount brackets up next here. Get started. Just to go to the transmission here. Now start it here. Hand tight it. Front engine mounts up next here. Here we go. Okay. Yep, let's go. Oh. I got you. Just do your thing. rear engine mount here. Get that started. 2 more on the back here. And the exhaust and the cat is up next here.
Alright, put that on there. Well, it looks like you got a little bit of rust back here. I wonder why that is.
Next, we'll be working on engine harness here. Go ahead and feed through the back side here, and I will feed our harness back in the cabin. Oh, I see it. Yeah, come on through, buddy. I'm good here.
So we just finished plugging up our ECU. We're all done with the wiring, and we're gonna move on to kind of just finishing up the engine bay here. Our new belt came in, so we can finally put this on, and we're gonna go ahead and move on. We'll finish up the cooling system and the AC system, and then we'll just kind of finalize plugging up our stuff. We got our power steering lines to plug in. We'll put on our throttle cables, and then we'll go ahead, probably toss on our new valve cover that we got, which is actually pretty nice. And then we'll throw some fluid in it, and we'll see if we can start her up.
Come on, TJ, you can do it. You can do it.
Looks like I still got it.
You sure about that?
That's right.
Yeah. All right, new O-ring here. Gonna plug that in. This thing be leaking oil. I don't know how. We've been draining oil for the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, and somehow still got oil. All right, so compressor's up next here. We'll go ahead and take out these aftermarket fitting here. Ooh. And here we have a brand new Denso radiator. The OEM not available. This is a factory replacement one. Let's take a look at it. Oh man, it's nice and strapped in. There you go. And here's another look at the Denso radiator. Now TJ's went ahead and swapped over the cooling temperature sensor right down here. The one took out from the car, which is an aftermarket radiator. Kind of see, this is sort of like a universal one where you can use it for automatic and manual with this fitting for a transmission cooler. Take a look at the factory OEM replacement. Looks so much nicer, and I bet you the fitment's going to be perfect too. Go ahead and slide on our OEM fan shroud.
OEM radiator.
There you go, OEM replacement for the win here. And there, perfect. And over here we have a brand new Denso factory replacement AC condenser here. Wow, nice. Alright, T-bracket's up next here. Wow! Dude, look how nice that is. How's the color though? The color looks pretty good, TJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not two different colors, so I guess that's always good. All right, so we got pretty much everything on the car that we wanted to do, minus the valve cover. We just got to put that on. I think we're just waiting for one gasket for this. Then we'll put that on. We're gonna have Brian paint some brackets here so it looks nice and fresh. So once he does that, we'll be able to tighten down the radiator.
Oh, wait for some clamps for the upper
Yeah,
radiator hose too. So
got a couple clamps we need for the hose. So once we get that, we'll be able to toss those in and then fill everything up and start the car. We're pretty much there.
yeah. Well, in the meantime, we want to keep going. So we're gonna go ahead and bleed our brakes here.
Yeah.
So right now the system's nice and dry. Well, not dry yet because the rear brakes we didn't touch it. Really just the front.
I'd say it's
disconnected.
80% dry.
80% dry. Yeah. I like it. So we go ahead and bleed the brakes for now, and then tomorrow we should have the rest of the part. Then we can start her up. And we're gonna start off from the back, the furthest point, which is the passenger rear for us here. And we're gonna use our vacuum tool. This is gonna help us pull all the air out of the line much, much quicker. Wow, look at all that air coming out.
A lot of air, man.
So we got most of the air out of the way. We're gonna finalize our bleeding with this magic tool that we've been using. We go ahead and put the link down in the description. It does have a one-way valve there. You can actually do it at home, but since, you know, TJ's right here, I don't have to, you know, hop out. So I'm gonna go inside the car and go just pump it up, and should be a pretty easy process here.
All right, I'm gonna lock it up. I don't see any air.
Go ahead.
All right.
Oh yeah, pedal's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, we just gotta go around.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there was no air coming out of that, so that was good.
Now we move on to the driver rear side.
Yeah, no air. Nice. All right.
Good, huh?
Yeah, no air.
Good?
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's nice.
Nice.
There you go. Another thing off the list.
We bled the brakes, and we finally got some parts in that we were waiting for, so now we can finish everything up, get the motor running, and get all that going. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up our AC machine. We got a bunch of new parts for the AC system, so we're going to go ahead and put it on a nice long charge. You know, probably like an hour would be good. You know, just the longer the better. Get all the moisture out, so that when we go to charge it, we won't have any air, we won't have any moisture. We get all the Freon in there that we need, and we won't have any crazy high pressure. So we're going to go set this up while we go and finish the rest of the things we have to finish up.
All right, let's go ahead and set her up for a vacuum.
60 minutes.
60 minutes. Here we go. All All right, so we have our upper radiator hose here.
Let's see, break it.
We got the AC cooling system, everything buttoned up here. Next up, we're gonna move on to our valve cover. Some of the stuff we already removed before and installed, but we're gonna have to go ahead and get that out. And a few more screws. The original valve cover will come off. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the new one before we pop that in.
Out our brand new Charlie Moa valve cover, nice wrinkle red, fully redone. I think it's gonna look really good on the car, but we do have to prep it before we put it on the car. So with that being said, it comes with the serviceable baffle, nice Torx bolts here to install it. But what we have to do is we have to flip this over. We're gonna have to put some Honda Bond around this whole edge here, around all the parts that the baffle is going to sit on, because we don't want any oil to seep through and get by anything and splash up and you know, burn out there. So we're gonna go ahead and seal that up, bolt this down, and then we'll be able to get it on the car.
A little bit of blue Loctite on the fasteners.
You know, this screwdriver is literally the easiest way to screw all these bolts. Makes it so much faster. I'm gonna sit there and ratchet.
So the baffle plate's all finished up here. We do have a OEM valve cover. Your gasket set there comes with everything: valve cover gasket, grommet, and also with the spark plug seals. So yeah, those upside down?
No. But I have seen people put them in like this.
Slide that in. Some Honda Bond on the cylinder head here.
Right where the casing meets. Don't want any oil to leak. We got all this new hardware, or all this new gaskets and stuff, but we didn't get our hardware in time, so we'll be putting the old cap nuts on for now, and I'll just swap them out when we get them in from shipping, so we can have nice fresh hardware on the valve cover.
Ignition coils going in. slide our cover back on, and Brian off camera. So these are the hardware that TJ are talking about that we're gonna get new ones. And we went ahead and we finished both covers. As you can see right over here, Brian took it to the paint booth. Completely, we finished both of them. And take a look. Engine bay now. That's good for now. Wow. Wow. OEM plus for sure too, Jay.
Oh yeah, nice. Nice and clean.
All right, so we got that, pretty much everything else off the checklist. Now maybe some fluid.
Fluid and a battery.
Oh yeah, we need a battery. And here's the battery tray, and Brian went ahead and we finished that as well. Look how beautiful and uniform that look right here in the engine bay here. There you go, fresh Acura reman battery. Oh yeah.
It wasn't even barely tight.
All right, so next up, we'll go ahead and fill up our fluids. We have our transmission fluid, engine oil, and power steering fluid, and also, last but not least, our engine coolant. Factory MTF, can't beat that. And we're gonna do about 2.5, and then we go ahead and crack open the inspection bolt and check on the fluid level. About there.
Yeah.
That's that there. Mix up engine oil. Today going fancy here. And as for the oil, we are running 530 synthetic blend. It's gonna work well for our motor. Alright, engine cooling is up next here. Oh, she's thirsty. It's the second one here.
Oh man.
What do you think, 1.5?
We'll find out. Maybe 2.
Last but not least, power steering fluid here. Yep, and next up we're gonna be ready for our strut bar, and we have all brand new hardware. Take a look at those right here. Go ahead and guide you through. Got you. Slide that up. There you go. Boom. All right, let's go. Negatives on. So she should have juice right now.
These are all good, right?
Yeah, already tightened that. So that's good to go there. All right, so ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Wow. It sounds so quiet. Very nice.
I put some more.
Power steering fluid. Exhaust is burning out right now. All the oil in the exhaust manifold. Super smooth. I got a wipers. Woo! Look at all the oil in the exhaust manifold.
At the bottom dot.
Yep. All right, so we double check our fluid. We about half a quart low here.
Here, let's check it.
It's about there. Our power steering is good. Cooling is good.
We gotta let it run.
Yeah, we're gonna have to let it run for a little bit. Just double check the oil, make sure that's good there. Here we go, getting her charged up. Just takes on.
Kicked on.
How much does it take?
Now about 19.4 ounces.
Oh. Dang, we got everything done. Getting the AC charged up now. Woo! It was a lot of work, but it's well worth it.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's cold, man.
I can feel that. I can feel the line over here.
You know, it's always a good indication, knowing how well your AC is, your low side should be ice cold. All right, so went ahead and shut off the AC for now so the engine can warm up. One of the things that we have not installed yet, which we have something really nice coming, which is our intake. We're not gonna run our factory intake. We're gonna have some sort of velocity stack, something really, really nice, gonna match up the engine bay and also give it an OEM plus look. Ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead. There you go. And we're gonna go ahead and fill up our reservoir with some of the extra coolant that we have here. Yep, just about there. Raise the cap here. And take a look at this right here. She is running perfect. Well, guys, there you have it. We got everything back together. We are super happy with the result. Fresh engine bay, engine completely refreshed, along with a bunch of brand new accessories, clutch master, brake master, AC compressor, you name it. We got everything back in the car just like it was out from the factory. And we're all done with today's video. On the next video, Brian will take you guys to the body shop. We're gonna get this car completely repainted in vivid blue pearl. Definitely don't want to miss. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up. Drop a comment below. My name is Mike. Thanks again for watching. See you guys again next week.